Validation without burnout. 5 conversations, not 50. Think validation means 100 discovery calls or running a massive survey? No. You need 5 conversations with real people who have the problem you're trying to solve. That's it. Let's make this simple. Validation is not asking people if they like your idea, collecting compliments, or getting people to say, yes, that sounds great. Validation is checking if real people actually have the problem, finding out if they're already trying to solve it, testing if your solution sounds relevant to them, learning what language they use to describe it, and understanding what would stop them from buying. The goal here isn't to hear yes. The goal is to hear the truth, even if that truth is, actually, that's not my biggest problem. The 5 validation questions. What's the biggest challenge you are dealing with right now? Don't lead, let them tell you. If they name your problem without prompting, that's an excellent sign. How are you currently trying to solve that? Are they buying things, Googling and asking for help, trying fixes, or just wishing it was different? Action equals a payable problem. Wishes are not a business. What's not working about your current solution? This is where you find the gap that your offer is going to fill. Listen for frustration, workarounds, and abandoned attempts. If there was, describe your solution, would that help? Don't pitch, just describe the outcome simply and watch for their reaction. If they light up, that's good. A polite shrug is not enthusiasm. What would need to be true for you to actually buy or use something like this? The reality check. Find out what would stop them buying now so that you can address it. Price, trust, timing, format, or proof. A real-world example. Weighted lap pads for ND kids. What's the biggest sensory or calm down challenge with your kid right now? What are you currently using to help them regulate? What's not working about the stuff you've tried? If there was a weighted lap pad for school and car that wasn't bulky or obvious, would that help? What would you need to know before buying? Price, material, is it washable? What proof do you need? How people ruin the validation conversations. Mistake 1. Asking, would you be interested in this? Interested does not equal would buy. People are interested in lots of things that they will never pay for. Mistake 2. Pitching instead of listening. If you talk for 15 minutes and listen for 2, you've wasted that conversation. Mistake 3. Only talking to people who you think will say yes. Friends who love you aren't validation. Talk to people who might say this is not for me. Mistake 4. Dismissing feedback that you don't like. One person saying no, that means they're not your person. 4 people saying no is a pattern. Listen to it. Where to find your 5 people? You don't need a massive audience. You need 5 humans. Try looking at your own network. Friends, family, and acquaintances who actually fit the profile. Relevant Facebook groups, Reddit forums, LinkedIn or Instagram. Local groups, parent groups, hobby, professional networks, etc. How about people who have engaged with your content when you've posted on this subject? Or put up a post. I'm researching, insert your topic, for people with, insert the problem. Would anyone like a chat for 10 minutes? You'll be surprised how many people say yes. If live calls feel impossible, validation doesn't have to be a phone or video call. There's lots of alternatives. Use voice notes. DM conversations are slower, but they're less draining. In-person coffee meetups, if that's easier for you. Written responses via messages are absolutely fine. You can also batch them, all 5 in 1 week if you have the energy, or spread it over 2 or 3 weeks if you don't. Written responses are better than no validation at all. After your 5 conversations, look for patterns. The green lights that mean build this. Most confirm they have this problem. They're already trying to solve it, but the current solutions aren't working. your solution sounds relevant, and they name realistic buying conditions. Yellow lights would be if they describe the problem differently. Start using their words. There's a barrier that you didn't expect, so you'll need to address it. The format doesn't quite fit. Tweak it. Red lights, which mean pivot. Most don't have this problem, or it's not urgent. They've tried similar things and it did not work. They wouldn't prioritize paying for it. Don't spiral on those yellow or reds. This is why we validate before building. This is a one-time task, not forever. You're validating this first offer so that you don't waste months building something no one wants. Once you launch and start making sales, your actual customers will also give you feedback, much better than any pre-launch conversation. But right now, 5 conversations could save you from building the wrong thing. Your next steps: run your validation. Write out your 5 questions and make them relevant to your offer. Find 5 people to talk to. Have the conversations, 10 to 15 minutes. Ask, listen, and take notes. Look for the patterns, green, yellow, or red lights. Step 5, post what you've learned in BBS Saturday thread. Let's make this real. Complete the worksheet. Your immediate task is to fill out the Validation Without Burnout worksheet that you'll find in the Basic AF classroom inside of Basic AF. Alternatively, you can put your answers in the comments on YouTube. Track what you learn. Download the worksheet, share your progress, post your 5 questions and your biggest insight in the community or comments. Even if that insight is, I need to adjust my approach, that's still progress. Next week, we're going to be covering the simplest first offer, deciding what you'll actually sell without overcomplicating it or burning yourself out. We'll see you then.